President of Congo has visited Khartoum, Cairo, and his third visit was in Addis. And I believe he has proposed a way out from this stalled trilateral negotiation. And the proposal he has put forward for the three countries include an agreement on the first filling of the Renaissance Dam. This proposal has been forwarded by Ethiopia to the two countries earlier, but they were not willing to accept it, saying that this is a partial agreement and they want a full comprehensive agreement of filling and operation. But now it seems that the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo may have succeeded in convincing the two downstream countries to accept this proposal. So I believe this is one step forward, and if the upcoming negotiation takes this as an agenda to discuss on the first filling agreement, this will be a progress in the right direction. Well, we've heard through the news, through the media, that a number of accusations from the two downstream countries that the first and the second year filling will impact them negatively, but this has not been proved technically, and there are convincing technical studies that there won't be any major impact on the two downstream countries with regards to both the first and the second filling. So the schedule of filling has been formulated by the three countries, by the experts of the three countries. So if the three countries' experts expected a negative impact, they wouldn't have agreed on this schedule of filling. So we believe that this is a fair arrangement which the three countries have reached consensus, and Ethiopia is following this schedule of filling. So the first, the second, and subsequent fillings will follow the agreed upon schedule of filling. And if the two countries are willing to discuss on the first filling, it will be, as I said, a good progress, and they should really refrain from their negative media campaign and internationalizing and politicizing the technical issues that we have reached a consensus at. So the three countries should really come back to the negotiating table and conclude the agreement on the first filling. And in the next 4 or 5 years, they should proceed in negotiating on the operation and probably also on water sharing agreement. Well, this has been adequately explained and through the media by the Minister of Water, Irrigation and Energy, and the project manager has also given briefing to the media on this issue, and the project is currently raising the low block of the concrete dam from 565 to 595. So they are in the process of raising this block. It will take some weeks, and if the pace of construction allows us by mid or end of August, then we'll be achieving 595 meters above sea level. So the second filling will be completed by that time, at least end of August. Well, we have heard a couple of times from the foreign minister of Egypt that kind of media briefing, or we've heard also he has said this in briefing his parliamentarian committee. That's, I think, a positive tone which we have not heard from a long time, but I think that is an attitude that could be taken as a positive development, and this should be also recognized by Sudan, that the second filling will not pose any harm to the people of Sudan and the people of Egypt. No, there are major groupings in the world, and one of that major groupings is the Arab League also. So it's not surprising that they side with one of their member countries. It's normal that major groupings support their member countries, but it would have been good if it is based on good reasoning and technical assessment. And we expect that through our own effort, diplomatic effort, and convincing the international community on the filling and operation of the Renaissance Dam, these attitudes held by different groups may change, and we are seeing that in some instances the position taken by some of the groups is changing, and this is due to the diplomatic effort of the Ethiopia, and this should be strengthened and should continue to convince major groups in Africa and in the Middle East, really explaining the benefits of the GERD to the two downstream countries. Well, the Ethiopian diaspora in all parts of the world, they're doing a fantastic job in convincing their communities and the respective governments in which they are residing, and they're supporting also the negotiation through presenting technical basic studies regarding the GERD filling and operation, and also since they have access to technologies and to information, they also support regional forecasting, climate forecasting also, that is useful to the filling of the Renaissance Dam, and they're conducting various webinars with regards to the GERD, and we have been participating in these webinars to explain our case and also inform the Ethiopian diaspora, and it's going very well, and not only knowledge transfer, but they are also assisting in financially and mobilizing finance for the construction of the Renaissance Dam.